Our guest for today was a culinary school graduate, and now he is living his best dream job as a social media manager as a VA. How was he able to pull it off, and what was his story behind it? Let's find out in this video. Okay, hello and good day to everyone. That is really tuning in at the Sphere Rocket Podcast Network. I'm going to be once again the host for today's episode. My name is Dwayne, and with me today, we got the wonderful Josh. How are you doing today? I guess you can
Good, good,
introduce
good.
yourself.
My name is Joshua Jerome Anglist, my full name, and I work as a social media manager for Alex Bracky, a real estate team owner in Northern Virginia.
I see. Well, you're looking really nice today. I like the outfit. It's very
Very
American-ish, I
cozy.
guess.
It's
Yeah,
very
very
cozy.
okay. Yeah, that's also cozy. Yeah, but yeah, I guess when you got the cap, you got the headsets on, it's just complete, and also the hoodie. It kind of completes the entire LA vibe ish kind of thing. So yeah,
Thanks, by the way.
yeah. So I guess first question that I have for you. Well, what do you think is your favorite go-to food when you're at work? I mean, not during
Oh
work, maybe at
yeah,
lunch break.
yeah. During work, my favorite go-to food is McDonald's. To be honest with you,
You can't go
I
wrong
would
with
love myself.
McDonald's. Yeah,
Yeah, I would love myself a Big Mac and a nice coffee. So
coffee and Big Mac. Yeah. I mean, it's unhealthy, but hey, at least
it
you're
is.
doing something productive. And yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
at
guilty
least
pleasure.
you try to sweat that out after, like in the morning or whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of McDonald's branches goes 24/7 or like late night. So even if you're working in the late hours, especially in the industry where they're all down to deliver.
Yeah,
So
y-
yeah, for
the
needs.
delivery would just take around like maximum 15 minutes, I think. So that's
You
just
live
it.
close
So
by then. Okay, I got a good
right,
location for
very
a fast
close.
food thing. Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's good to keep you up awake, especially if you're kind of new. I don't know if you're new yet. We'll get to know later on. Yeah, need to stay awake during this kind of work. So, Josh, tell me your story. Like, what got you into the
Yeah,
VA? Like, what are your things?
yeah. By the way, I started like this is very odd because my course in college was culinary. Yeah, I was in culinary. Then after that, I worked with in a hotel before. Then after that, I transitioned to I stopped by at a BPO here in the Philippines. So that gave me the decision to jump into the BPO business. And then I worked for in a BPO for I think 8 years. Yeah, 8 years. And before pandemic, I decided just to spend more time with my daughter. So I quit. I did quit the BPO and then started applying for freelancing jobs. And then I stumbled with Sphere Rocket way back 2021. Yeah, way back 2021, and this is my third client actually that Sphere Rocket just gave me.
Okay, that's actually an amazing transition. I mean,
Hmm.
amazing in a way that it's really unique. I mean, I've heard other stories, but from culinary though, I'm pretty sure that culinary, you must have a passion for like everything like gastronomical or cooking stuff like that. But what made you like, you finish it, right? Culinary or
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So the fact that you finish it, you have that drive to this is actually what I wanted to do. So something must have changed like after you graduated
Yeah.
or
To be honest with you, the only thing that changed my mind that w- those times were I need to get more pay because let's admit it, we all work for money. So yeah. So and the only thing that I can think of that time was to at least um change direction and have a better path for my future.
I mean, it's all about the money. I mean, again, I mean, we
It
can be
is.
honest with that.
And to be honest with you, one of the thousand reasons why is because I missed um I missed my creativity because when way back in high school I used to join painting contests or drawing contests, those kind of stuff. So I missed those when I transitioned to a culinary, and then after that I decided to move back again here at Rocket. I'm doing digital marketing, video editing, graphics creating, so those kind of stuff. So that is also one of the reasons why I jumped into the freelancing business.
I see. So you went back to your passion in a way. I mean, as a
Yeah,
VA, you're a social media manager, and
yeah,
you get to you get control of the creative, the artsy side. Posting anything.
exactly.
No, yeah. So with that into account, though, so I mean, I'm not trying to question why did you choose culinary if it's like your passion is more of like in the artsy side of things.
I was all over the place when I was young. That's the truth about it.
Relate, yeah, I can relate to that. Yeah,
I was all over the place. My mind was all over the place. I started as a nursing student, and I mean, then I took like 3 years of nursing, and then after that, I did quit. One of the reasons was financial, but and then others are really it's just I want to do a lot of things, and then after that, I transitioned to I shifted to HRM, hotel and restaurant management, and then after that, I eventually shifted to culinary. Then that's it.
I
And
see. And
it took me 6 7 years, by the way, in college. So it's not advisable. It's not.
yeah. I mean, to be honest, in my case, a lot of times I wanted to shift courses, but then I'm gonna look back at the cost of like shifting to another course, meaning more time, and I need to, not all of the subjects that I finish will be accredited, and yeah, just
Exactly.
so it's good
Yeah.
that. But at the end of the day, if what you're working towards to is like something you're passionate about, then go for it. If you think that you're just wasting time working in a course that you didn't like, then yeah, feel free to do
Exactly.
so, and as long as you have the resources. But
Exactly.
yeah, after finishing culinary, and somehow you're able to go back to your passion, which is more like arts or graphic design
Creative
sort of
stuff.
stuff. Yes, it's really good, and the fact that you were able to achieve it in like as a remote VA, and yeah, as you mentioned, Sphere Rocket was able to help you get into this. So how were you able to discover Sphere Rocket, and how was Sphere Rocket able to help you? I mean, you got three clients too, so you
Yeah.
must have a really good thing. Yeah?
Before Sphere Rocket, I was working with another agency, so I don't want to talk about it. And so then I saw Sphere Rocket on Facebook that time, and then I just applied, not knowing anything because, to be honest with you, I don't have any proper training. Everything that I know about editing, social media management, and things are self-learned. I just watched a lot of stuff about it, and then I applied for Sphere Rocket, and then they gave me my first client. Then I stayed there for I think a year, and then after that we parted ways due to business decisions. And after that, I Sphere Rocket gave me another client in just a span of a week. Yeah, that's how fast Sphere Rocket really is with working with working with their stuff. So they give me my second client, and then on my second client, I was a full-time video editor and graphic creator. And then after that, I stayed there for a year also. And then right now, I'm going on 3 years now with Sphere Rocket. And I'm with my third client, and I am his social media manager slash video editor slash digital marketer and slash graphics creator.
So everything that involves with digital media, basically, you take care.
Yeah, everything about media. And what's absurd is that I stayed away from social media for about 2 years now. Yeah, my personal accounts are really not working.
That's
I
kind of
disabled all of
ironic.
them.
Yes.
Yeah, I disabled all of them. I disabled my Instagram. I disabled my Facebook. I don't really have those right now, and but I do have Messenger. That's just it. I don't post anything. I don't do nothing on my social media accounts.
You're probably the first social media manager that I've talked to that doesn't have any personal
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
social
yeah.
media right now.
It's really odd. It's really odd, and I'm proud of it because somehow I managed to when I started with my third client now, and we are monitoring the stats. His social media following went up to 300% within the span of five months. So when I started working with him, his followers was just around 200, 300, and now he is on 1,000. Yeah. And also he's been sending me feedback about other people commenting or reacting to his social media posts, and everything is really doing better as of him. And another thing is that his clicks and open rates on mailers also went up to like 120 to 150%. So even if I don't have social media on my personal accounts, it doesn't really matter because I used to my client right now gave me the permission to use his account fully to check on everything anytime.
Okay, that's the amount of trust he gave to you. I mean, that means you're
Yeah,
doing an awesome
exactly.
job. And yeah, I guess you don't need to have a social media account to be good at promoting social media based on your experience.
Yeah, yeah. You just have to you just have to know the ins and outs of it, and then what the thing about this business or the thing about this job really is, I think it's just about your eagerness to learn. For me, yeah,
I
you
guess.
just need to strive, and while you're thriving, you just need to be hung. You just need to have that hunger for more learnings and other stuff.
Exactly. I mean, stay curious. Because
Yeah,
another thing that you
and
mentioned earlier, Josh, like you never had any prior experience. I mean, you finished culinary. I mean, how
yeah,
can you connect that? I don't know. Like applying jobs in the Philippines, especially in the offices, if they see that, oh, no experience, fresh graduate.
exactly.
Uh, but if you don't have, I mean, it will help that you would have a relevant course to it. But
Uh huh.
yeah, considering that your course were irrelevant, but you were still able to get a job, I guess being a VA doesn't have that same kind of requirements compared to the
Hmm.
traditional companies that we have. You just needed to, I don't know, maybe the attitude that the recruiter will be able to see that you're passionate about what you do. What do you think was your edge that you were able to
Yeah.
be to get this job
Yeah, the
regardless?
only thing that matters to me during interviews and applications is I just need to have confidence. I always instill that in my mind that I may not be the best, I may not be the most equipped applicant or employee, but I will assure you that I will be the one who will give time or spend more time just to learn everything about your business. And here in the Philippines, I learned that you just have to, you really just have to have that confidence and to have that believe in yourself that you can definitely do anything. Yeah, when I applied for when I remembered when I applied with for the BPO for the first time, um, it's just very spontaneous. I mean, the interview just went like just like this podcast. We're just talking. We're just I don't I did really didn't consider it as an interview. It's just um, a meaningful conversation.
Yeah, just for
And
conversation. Yeah.
exactly. And because for me, when you are nervous about the interviews and stuff, everything is gonna be everything's gonna fall out into place. So yeah, right. And when I applied for Sphere Rocket, I don't have any idea of what I'm gonna do. To be honest with you, I don't have any idea of what are the things and what are the skills that I can offer. But what I did is I really spent time learning about social media management because when I heard about it, when I first heard about it, it's just in just a snap. It just came into me like this is the thing that I want to do for the longest time. I don't want to go back into office anymore. I don't want to go back into the corporate world anymore. I don't want to go back. So I just made the decision that this is going to be my long term job, and the long term plan is to be the best social media manager out there.
law of attraction, like mind over matter. Like you are, in a way,
Exactly.
you are who you wanted you think who you think you are. And
Yeah.
that definitely
Hmm.
brings out confidence in you. And it kind of interconnects. Like once you're confident about something, I mean, there are pros and cons to being overconfident, but I think it's more in the benefits of it, because once you condition your mind that I'll be able to do this. Sure. I mean,
Yeah. You
yeah.
just you just have to learn. You just learn have to learn the difference, the fine line between being confident and being arrogant. That's just it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Because when you are being confident, that definitely gives an idea on your employer too, that you just have the X factor to be on that kind of job. That's just it. But if you're being arrogant during interviews, it's like you know it all, and it's not gonna work out pretty well for you, for anyone.
I
So
guess
just
that is
have
a skill.
yeah, just have the proper level, the proper level of confidence, but not too arrogant about it. Don't brag anything that you know. Don't do it.
Oh, that's easy. I can do that. Give me, yeah, don't be like that kind of
Exactly.
confident. Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to be able to differentiate, as you mentioned, arrogance and confidence.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a
The,
really
the,
fine line about that. Yeah.
those are two different things, and you just have to learn the difference between those. And I assure that it's gonna take you places.
Yes. I mean, look at where you are right now. I mean, based on how you're talking right now, I guess you're living the best kind of career path that you have right now. Like this is actually the goal, the career that you wanted to spend your life with, and just going up from there and there and
Surprisingly,
there.
it is.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Surprisingly, it is. Like I never thought that I would work this long for on this. Like I never thought that I could survive in this kind of job, to be honest, because I'm a night person, yes, but it is very new to me that I'm gonna be working alone. I'm gonna be working without anyone else, any workmates around me. It's just me and my workstation. That's just it. So I didn't have an idea that I could survive this long, but I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying every little bit of it.
And definitely working from anywhere. As long as you have the internet connection, your laptop with you, it's really convenient. You don't need to worry. Like, let's say
Yes.
you need to go to a province or to a different place. Like, oh, how about work? I need to file a leave. I mean, no, you don't need to care about
Yeah.
that. You
No.
just need to have that. Yeah, that's the absolute best thing about working remotely. And you've also worked before in an on-site office. Do you think you're more productive now compared to before, or is there like any
Yes.
pros and cons in that? Yeah. What were
Yeah.
the
The
difference?
I think right now I can consider myself that I am more productive because since I am not really time bound, like what you said, I can go anywhere. I can go places, just have my PC or my laptop, and then I can work anywhere, anytime. And so that's the thing that keeps me motivated. That I don't want to go back into a very toxic environment in a workplace.
Toxic. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So in the corporate world, I don't want to go back there. I don't want to. I mean, it just gives me that kick that I need to be more productive I need to exert more effort just to make sure that my clients are happy. My client is happy, and as long as my client is happy and satisfied with my kind of job, I can stay for as long as he wants me to.
Yes.
So being productive is just gonna be a reflex for me.
Yes.
And
I
on the
mean,
con side, eh,
mhm.
yeah, you're gonna be working alone. It's there are times that you really wanted to, I mean, hear something like people talking around you. You miss those. You'll miss those stuff. But nonetheless, as that's just around 2% of the entirety of your work and the entirety of the enjoyment that I have right now.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of misconceptions from people especially who have never tried being a remote worker. They're gonna say like, based on my experiences from people around me, they're like, why do you like? How can you focus? Because if you're not in an office, you're at home. Can you differentiate like the reality that you're at home and work? And some would also say that they people who already have good positions, like in the corporate world, they're gonna say that, oh, isn't that kind of like a downgrade if I'm already in this company, this VA? I would tell them that the pay as a VA, I mean, averagely staying based on what I've seen is, it would surprise you if you're looking down, even though you're working
Yes,
at home. Yes.
yes, and yeah, I like I worked with the corporate world for a couple of years, and the things that I've seen doesn't match with the things that I'm experiencing now. To be honest with you, one of the reasons why I can focus is this system about Sphere Rocket that they have group chats where you can ask people, ask your co-VAs about the things that you want to know, the things that you're confused about, and everyone is very accommodating. Everyone will answer your questions, and you don't have any there's no time limit. You can ask anytime. You can ask, I mean, in the middle of the night, like lunchtime in the Philippines. So those kind of stuff, and that is a very big factor on a remote worker to keep their heads up and to just to be focused and have the skills that he wanted to have.
Yeah, and another thing I wanted to ask, I guess for a lot of people is who wanted to take up VA or just to take off any different kind of profession from what they're used to is making that first step. What do you think is the first step to slowly go on until you're becoming you before you become an actual VA, like working remotely?
Yeah, the first step is to set your mind right. For me, you really have to set your mind right. Like, if you have to consider yourself as an isolated person for quite some time. Like, you have to isolate. You really have to get used to it, like being isolated. And another thing is that you just have to keep on trying new stuff. You just have to keep on searching for other things to perfect your craft. I mean, there's no such thing as perfect, but getting better each and every day.
Yeah, getting
Getting
as close
better.
as you can to the perfection. The yeah,
Exactly.
that's not yeah.
Exactly. And another thing is that since our clients are based abroad, our clients are based mostly in the US. So you just have to you just have to set your mind that these people are very data driven. They don't mind they don't mind how are you going to finish a job for as long as you have the results. They really don't mind. So here in the Philippines, on the corporate world, everything is going to be micromanaged. Everything is going to be on process. Everything is going to be on template. But when you're a VA, you're the ones who's going to create that cadence. You're the one that who's going to create that kind of process. And the best thing is the process that you're going to be creating is the process that best suits you. So what more can you ask for, right?
I think that's the best way to go to it. If you're a business owner or employer, you're gonna look at the numbers. I mean, it doesn't matter how your employees are able to do it, as long as they're not doing anything like
Exactly.
you know, yeah,
Yeah.
nothing wrong or illegal. I mean, if they're doing it right, who are you to? I mean, you can give some outputs. That's the least you can
Yeah.
do, but it's all about the results, and that's also what I like about the mindset of people from abroad. I mean, not to nitpick about the employers in the Philippines, but I guess it's
Yeah.
the culture. We need to do this all
Yeah.
in order. Yes, it's hard for them to listen to you. Like, if you have any, like they don't want to change the process in general because change is something that a lot of people are
Yeah.
not too excited to do. you know,
Exactly.
but
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
need to think out of the box. Yeah.
Hmm. And another thing is that since our client, I mean, I just have want to share this story that me and my client right now, we tend to clash, and a good in a good term. We tend to clash, brainstorm every day about the things that he wants to do, and about the things that I can offer. So those kind of things, like for example, we are going to be creating a new style of video editing. So he wants this. He wants this kind of elements and stuff inside a video, and I'm just it's not like you're gonna be just timid about it. The thing is that you have to make you have to stand your ground. You have to let them know. You really have to let them know that this is the best way to do it. Why? Because this is would give you this thing, this kind of these results. And since the only thing that you need is results, I really believe that we should do this. And yeah, and also that's the reason why me and my client are really getting along really well right now, because we're not sugarcoating everything.
Yes. Don't be a yes
The-
man, basically.
yeah,
Don't be a yes man
the,
to
the,
everything.
the way we talk, and I mean, there's this one time that he said that, hey man, I assure you're gonna grow on me. So 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 the only response that I gave him is that sure, bring it on.
Oh yeah, that's the best way to answer that confidently.
Right? So because you just have to be open about everything that they're gonna throw it to you. You just have to
Yeah.
take it like very you just have to take it lightly. The things that they say negative about your job and negative about the how you work. But everything that they say is mostly just for your growth. So you just have to believe them at times. But
Exactly. You just need
if
to
you
learn to
know
take
that,
critical sense like
mhm,
properly,
but
not be discouraged or offended. Yeah, take it as an
exactly.
advice somehow. Yeah.
hmm Being a VA is not for onion skin people, really. If you really are not accustomed to confrontation, if you really are not accustomed to people talking um about things that you don't want to hear about, maybe you just have to change. I mean, to set your mind right before stepping in, because here in this business, the only thing that matters is how you present yourself and how will you do the things that you want to do in in accordance to the rules and the things that your clients want to have. That's just it. You just have to meet halfway. It's not because that you are their clients. I mean, they're your clients. They're 100% right. That's not the case. You just
We're all
have to meet
human,
halfway.
human error is there. I mean, they're your boss or yeah, clients, but you have some things, you have some skills that you know that they don't know. That's why they hired you for
Exactly.
this position. They
Yeah.
wouldn't hire if they know everything.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know how to put this in words like that everyone should would understand, but the best thing about being a remote VA is you you're not gonna consider the utang na loob factor
Oh, yes.
on your
It's
workplace,
Filipino
right?
culture. Yeah, it's Filipino
Yeah,
culture that we have.
that phrase or that sentence, that group of words, really is the only thing that will drag you down on your business. And here, as a remote VA, you don't have that, because the reason why you're in this job, the reason why your client hired you is because of your skills, not because of utang na loob, right? So because of your skills, because of your talent, because of the things that you can offer. Those are the reasons why your client hired you or your boss hired you. And it's not because you are a cousin of this employee, or you're a relative of this employee and whatnot. So those kind of things. And when you learn to handle those kind of things, and you realize those kind of things, I'm really sure that you're gonna enjoy 100% of what you are doing right now, for whatever it is.
Mhm. Yeah, so I mean, it might sound easy at first glance, like working remotely. Yeah, but as Josh mentioned, there's a lot of challenges. But once you're able to develop yourself to be able to put up with those challenges, you'll be living the career path that you wanted, and all in the comforts of your home or anyone else.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the I guess the golden bridge towards the traveling tour with the VA or remote work setup path. So, Josh, you mentioned that this is the career path that you think that you will go on for the long run in your life, long term as much as you can. So, I think a lot of people will be thrilled and wondering how do I do this? So, what would be your advice for anyone who wanted to be in the same path as you are to be a
Yeah,
VA?
the only advice I can give them is to keep learning. Don't be afraid of new things that you can learn. Everything is on YouTube University, Google University. Everything is in there. Everything. Like, if you don't know how you don't know how to fix cars, you don't know how to do this, you don't know how to do that. Everything's in Google. Everything is on YouTube. You just have.
Even
It's just.
cooking, yeah.
Mhm.
And it's free, it's free
It's
if you have
free.
the internet,
It's
yeah.
free. Yeah, and right now, the only thing that would hinder you for your own growth is you. I have I heard this saying that you are always one risk away for your success. You just have to risk it. You just have to risk it,
100%, yeah.
and once you risk it, go all in 100%. Set your mind right. I mean, set your body right, and make sure that everything counts. That's just it.
Yes. And if you guys were tuning in the entirety of this episode, Josh was a culinary school graduate, and he was
I
able
was.
he was able to transition somehow to be an amazing social media manager.
Yeah.
And if he can do
Video
it, I mean,
editing.
yeah, exactly. It's just your mindset. You are the only one that's stopping yourself from being who you wanted to be. It's
Yeah.
just, I guess, on the amount of grind or effort that you're willing to put in. If you're only willing to put in 30%, then you'll only get 30% or maybe even
Yes.
less. But if you're going to
Mhm.
put in 100%, then expect that you're going to get something. But there's always risk. I mean, there's the risk of failure, but I mean, are you going to die or something? As
No,
long
you're
as
not.
you're still intact. Yes, the message is failure. You get rejected, but you will always have a chance to try again. Do better. So
Yeah.
I
And
guess don't
he-
be afraid of failure as well,
yeah,
because you
before I
always have
forgot,
something.
another thing that would really matter is to, as you improve yourself, as you get better personally,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
invest in your equipment.
In
Just invest
recruitment.
with invest in your equipment.
Oh, equipment. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I started with beat up PC, old beat up PC. And then as I work through this, I built my own full time. I am in full blown editing PC. Everything is in
That's
here.
really
Just invest
costly if
on.
it's video editing and stuff, but yes.
Yeah, invest in your craft. That's in, because you don't your body just can take you there, yes, but without the proper equipment, without the proper knowledge, without the proper um eagerness, or the amount of urge that you have,
Yeah.
you're not gonna last long here.
I learned that lesson as well based on experience. Like, I'm settling for bare minimum. Like, I'm already okay. I'm able to work with the setup that I have right now. I mean, sure, it lags somehow. Sometimes it's randomly crashing, but hey, I'm earning money. I mean, Am I gonna earn more if I improve? I mean, I'm doing fine, but you're
Yeah.
wrong about that. Yeah, because
Mhm.
you'll see the comfort and you'll be able to improve your craft. Like, your work will be more productive once you have better equipment. But of course, do not like put all in. Make sure that your budget is also in check. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be all within the budget. That's just it.
Yes, also that.
And sometimes clients are getting, I mean, and yeah, the most important thing is not to not to break your client's trust. When they trust you, you just have to be you just have to pay that back. Like, if they entrusted you with their social media accounts, they entrusted you with their emails, they entrusted you with sometimes with their credit cards. So all you have to do is just to pay that back, and
Yeah.
please don't mess up.
Hmm. Yeah, especially in the VA word, trust is a lot more fragile here because
Mhm.
you never see each other face to face. The best is to just a chat, and so they trust you everything. And
Yeah.
once you broke it, it's nearly impossible, I guess, to fix it again because they don't see you physically. Maybe you're still doing what you did, and yeah, trust is the best. Not lying or anything, especially about the client. And I guess for another question maybe my last question before we head on to the next round is, what would be the benefit you think for clients who's wanting to have a VA, like for them stopping, like, why should I get a VA? Why shouldn't I just hire someone locally? Is there any benefit to hiring a VA other than, other than the cost? Is there somehow like a pro of hiring someone like from
Yes.
far away like that? Yeah.
Yeah. My client, my boss told me this, that the reason, one of the reasons why he hired a VA, or he hired me, is because he's he respects Filipinos very much. He respects the kind of work that we have, and he respects the grit and grind that we have. So, though, maybe aside from the cost, is Filipinos can do everything, even in the smallest ones. They all you all they say is that Filipinos are very skilled, very skilled and very respectful and very resourceful. That's what my boss told me. We are very resourceful with just the limited resources
Resourceful,
that we
yes.
have. I mean, the only, as an example, the speed of our internet here in the Philippines is not that good, to be honest. But the thing is, we tend to work it out. We tend to find ways to work for it to work out, and we can definitely go toe to toe with their local employees in there. We definitely can. You just have to believe in yourself. You just have to set your mind right. That's just it.
And you need to find the right VA too, of course. If you're an
Yes,
employer, I mean,
the
as you told
matching.
her, yeah,
Actually, that is one of the best things about Sphere Rocket, that they match you with the client, or the client that you will have. Because here, with my boss right now, I was sleeping. I don't have, because my previous client was decided to part ways with me. So I was just waiting for my another interview, and I was sleeping around 2 o'clock in the morning. And then Spherocket called me, and they texted me that, hey, are you available tonight? Because there's an interview for this job, yada yada yada. So I just got up, washed my face, had my coffee, and then went straight to an interview. And to make this, I mean, after that, everything's his history. That I was hired I was hired, like, the client told me personally. He emailed me about the results, that, hey, I decided to hire you for these reasons. So before Sferaket told me about the results of it, I already knew about it, because the client really reached out to me about the results of the interview.
that means that he really likes you. He doesn't want you to for anyone to take you away. Yeah, I mean, you must have really impressed him with the interview. And as you mentioned, yeah, you're not the first person to tell that Spear Rocket was really good at like matching, not just like the
Yeah.
skills. They're not, oh, you have the skills, you go to this. They also take into account the character, that they would match
Yes.
well with the client as well. Yes, that's something that one of the specialties of the recruiters here at Sphere Rocket.
Exactly. And that's one of the best things, really. So, that's the reason why I stayed here for going 3 years now, and I'm enjoying
Wow.
every bit of it.
Yes. I'm sure that Sphere Rocket is is also glad to have you as part
Hmm.
of one of our hired VAs here. And guys, for all of you that are listening, if you're really interested as well, maybe you're going to be the next person I'll be interviewing here, sharing your own VA journey experience. Well, stay tuned because I'm gonna play a short commercial and which will help you to make your first few steps in coming into VA world specifically here at Sphere Rocket. So we'll be back after this short commercial break.
Ever dreamed of swapping your hectic office for a comfy home workspace? At Sphere Rocket VA, we make that dream a reality. Say goodbye to rush hours and hello to remote work. Enjoy more time with family, more time for yourself, all while building your career. Interested? Apply now at www.spherejobs.ph.
Okay, and we are back here at the Sphere Rocket Podcast Network with Josh, the social media manager for Alex Brack. I don't know if I
Bracky.
read that. Braki. Okay, Braki.
Yeah.
Yeah. So earlier we talked about your background experiences and all of the VA kind of stuff that comes into being a remote worker. So now it's more of a fun round, more of like we call it the lightning round. So it's kind of like fast talk. Like, yeah, I guess you know what fast talk is. So
Yeah.
Josh,
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. First question: day off or bonus pay?
Can you repeat that, please? Sorry.
Day off or bonus pay?
Day off.
Day off. I guess, yeah, rest is priceless. I mean, we're already working at home. Even though we're already working at home, to have the peace of mind that you're not going to answer the emails and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. The reason being is because I really believe that you just have. I mean, the time you lost is you cannot pay that back with any amount. So enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay. So next is what would be your favorite social media platform?
Instagram.
Oh, are you still on Instagram or is it one of the social media you detoxify?
Yeah, every social media that I have is turned off. So
Okay, okay. But I guess if you're in the artistic side of things, Instagram is one of those that,
yes,
in your
and
craft as well.
yeah, and in the US, Instagram is more used than Facebook.
Yeah, here too, I guess. I guess in the Philippines, it's just Facebook that's like the biggest one. Yeah.
Uh,
But in
yo,
other places, yeah, it's Instagram. Okay, next, call or text.
call.
Mm-hmm. And oh, I kind of asked you this, but what is your go-to midnight snack?
Go to Big Mac and coffee.
Big Mac all the way. Yeah, down for it. Yes. With pickles or without pickles?
Pickles. With pickles. Surprisingly,
Well,
yes, with
pickles. Okay,
pickles.
I'm not the biggest fan of pickles, but yeah, I guess to each of their own interest, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Okay, coffee or tea?
Coffee, all the way.
Oh, cold coffee or hot coffee?
Hot coffee, brewed coffee to be exact.
Brewed. Okay,
Just plain,
I like how
just plain
specific
brewed.
you are.
Just
You
a
wanted
plain
to
brew
feel
without
that, the flavor of the coffee,
yes,
coffee
without
itself.
sugar, without anything, just coffee.
Okay, is that kapeng barako? I don't know. That's what they
Yes,
call.
yes. Brewed
Oh,
coffee
I
is the
like
best.
that. Okay. Dream country to visit.
Japan.
Japan, interesting. I mean, let's manifest. Maybe the next year or maybe this year, that's something we can be able to achieve. Who knows in your, in the current line of work. But have you ever been to any other country outside the Philippines, though?
No.
Okay, let's make Japan the first one, and it's going to be the
Yeah.
best one.
Uh-huh.
Okay, next, what are your top three best online purchases?
Top three best online purchases. Um, my PC. Yeah, my PC is the first one. The second one is my stationary bike,
Or
and the
or
last
working
one
out like
is yeah. When you're getting sleepy and stuff, so you just have to hop on it and then spend some time. And then the last thing is a watch that I purchased online
really, is it
because I tend to I'm
smartwatch?
fond of watches. No. I'm fond of analog watches.
Oh, that's
Yeah, just
interesting.
analog
And
watches.
it can be really expensive from what I've seen and your prices and all. Yeah. But are you a
It's kind of
collector?
yeah. I have around 12 of it right now.
Oh, wow. You have
That's
that Rolex, like those sort of
no,
stuff?
not those kind of stuff. Not those kind of stuff. I can't afford that now.
Not yet. We'll see.
No,
No.
we'll see.
Yeah. And those are all online. Okay. So I guess last question that I have, what is one word for you to describe Sea Rocket?
Amazing. That is the only word that I can describe Sphere Rocket. I
Nice.
mean, if you can elaborate everything, I mean, it could take like 5 to 6 hours or 8 hours of elaborating the reasons why Sphere Rocket is amazing. But yeah, Sphere Rocket is really amazing, and one of the best is yeah the profile matching. They're gonna
It's
profile
process,
you.
yeah.
gonna give you the best match, best client
Mhm.
that you could possibly have for your own growth and your clients' growth.
Yes, I mean not just skill wise, but
Yeah,
everything is taken into account in that, and yeah, that's one
exactly.
of the best things about Sphere Rocket. So, Josh, it's been amazing having this podcast conversation with you. Thank you for sharing all of your inputs, your backgrounds, and I guess if you want to give a shout out to anyone, maybe your employer or your client, maybe you can also advertise his or her business. The floor is
Yeah,
yours.
yeah. Shout out to Alex Brackey. He handles Valor Group. They are ex-military, ex-cop, firefighters that now are in the real estate business, and they are the ones that will definitely give you the kind of understanding when, especially when you came from the same field. So they have this program, they have this considerations that they can give you when you're purchasing or selling your home in the US, or especially in Northern Virginia. And yeah, you just follow Valor Group at Instagram and Facebook, and Alex Brackey Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, we'll get them posted as well. Yeah, for everyone to see. So, again, Josh, it has been amazing to have you here, and to everyone that is currently tuning in, just follow us on our social medias at Sphere Rocket, and yeah, if you're tuning in as well earlier, we had this commercial break. Yeah, you'll be able to know how to apply here at Sphere Rocket. And thank you, everyone. And
All right,
that
man.
will be our episode today. Yes, and hopefully we'll see you again on the next episode at the Sphere Rocket Podcast Network. See you, everyone, and good night, good morning, goodbye.
Do you want to apply as a Sphere Rocket virtual assistant? Well, look no further because this video is for you. I will be telling you which requirements you will need to submit in order to apply to our new website, plus a few tips and tricks to help you with your initial interview. We have achieved a better way for you to send in your application, so let's begin. Step 1. Visit our website at www.spherejobs.ph. Step 2. Fill in the application by inputting your full name, email, number, and other questions that you will need to answer in order to move on to the next step. Step number 3, send screenshots of your updated CV, Tony Robbins PDF result, internet speed screenshot with a minimum of 10 Mbps, a scanned copy of your government ID, and your portfolio with sample works. Step 4, click the submit button and wait patiently for our email. Now here are some tips on how to stand out during your initial interview. Tip number 1, dress up as if you were going to an in-person interview. Wearing something formal will give the interviewer a sign that you are serious about applying to this job role. Tip number 2, find a quiet space where your interview will be held. There's nothing worse than getting distracted by the noise around you and not being able to understand what the interviewer is saying. Tip number 3, be yourself and show up as confidently as you can. Know what you bring to the table and honor your worth. Interested in becoming a part of our team? Submit your application now at www.spherejobs.ph. Good luck!